Well, as the Congress and the SP spar in the name of getting along, the Madhya Pradesh seat sharing formula is what we're going to talk about, because that is what did not work. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has raised his concerns about the Congress and its priorities. Addressing a CPIM rally, Nitish Kumar said that the Congress party seems to be busy with state polls and has not focused much on the strategy for the India alliance ever since its last meeting. Omar Abdullah has also expressed his concern, saying all is not well within the alliance bloc and state-level squabbles shouldn't be taking place at all. The recent months have witnessed several issues between members of the alliance bloc, from Stalin Jr. commenting against Sanatan Dharma, irking Uddhav Thackeray, to Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary hitting out at Mamata Banerjee for misusing taxpayers' money. The big question is, will the opposition alliance manage to stick together for 2024, or will this camaraderie and this energy to take on the Bharatiya Janata Party fizzle out and wither away? Subhashini Yadav, Congress spokesperson, joins us on the show. Mr. Tariq Khan, SP spokesperson, also on the program with us. Raman Malik, BJP spokesperson, joins us on the program. Last but not the least, Sumit Peer, senior political commentator, also joining us on the program. Subhashini Yadav, I'll begin with you. I hope you can hear me. Thank you for speaking with us. All right. Well, as simple as my opening monologue, do you think that the India alliance is going to wither away? Because, all these micro contests that are taking place, not between people or constituencies or politicians, but contests of ego. Will they let the India alliance have that projection and have that ambition to conquer the juggernaut that we know as Bharatiya Janata Party? Because one thing that the Bharatiya Janata Party does not do is fight within each other, and that is something that we have seen in the India alliance. Your response?
Firstly, I would like to clarify this thing. There is no fight as such. The India alliance is clear and is standing tall on the agenda of defeating BJP in 2024. Firstly, there has not been any state-specific alliance yet declared and decided amongst the India alliance. And whatever today the Chief Minister of Bihar has mentioned regarding the alliances in state and how Congress is aggressively fighting against the BJP in the upcoming 5 elections. It is true, our fight is with BJP and we are focusing on that. And the main focus and the main agenda of all the alliance parties of India, whether it's Nitish Kumar ji, Lalu Prasad Yadav ji, Akhilesh Yadav ji, Omar Abdullah ji, the main agenda is to defeat BJP. And we have to focus on 2024. And our agenda is clear, and we are going to defeat BJP in 2024, and the India alliance is progressive on that.
All right. So do you think there is no problem? There is no squabble?
There is no problem. Absolutely no problem.
What about the
Currently,
instances?
The Congress party is focused, and it is true, they are focused on these 5 elections. We are directly in fight with BJP, BRS and other regional parties in Mizoram, and we are going to win these elections, and we are focusing on these 5 elections because each and every state, each and every election, each and every vote is important to fight for the general elections, to contest a fight in the general elections. So this is what our focus is, and we are in a very good position, and we are going to fight these elections very well, and this is very clear that the India alliance is intact. And we are there in the upcoming general elections.
No, it's okay. All right. Perhaps it's intact, but it has its own fissures that it needs to deal with. Mr. Tariq Khan, do you think that the India alliance is intact at this point in time, like Subhashini Yadav just said, or do you think that the lure of the state, the assembly elections, has in more ways than one derailed their focus towards 2024?
No, what Nitish ji said, it's more towards just, it's the type of, we'll take it like a internal democracy. Like what he said, that he's trying to explain that the focus is on the state election, and he just giving his advice that revise back, Congress should revise back themselves and just adjust their focus and just divide their focus equally between assembly election and the second election. So what he said, he blowed the whistle. So it's not something that we are fighting. A.I.D.A. with 62 MLA, they left NDA. It's okay. It's okay. If it's okay for the nation, then it's okay for us, for me also as well. it's okay for you. Zoramthanga, CM of the Mizoram, what he said, that I will not share the stage with the Prime Minister. Why he said this? What is the reason behind that? Because he said that in Manipur, what action BJP should take, they didn't take all this type of action which they should take as a government. So, is this okay for you? Then will be okay. However, we say that if any of the leader from our side will say something, that doesn't mean that we are going to fight with each other. We are intact. We'll sit together and resolve the issue. We have people like Nitish and Mamtaji, but Nitish has said he just advised Congress just divide their concentration equally between them. And I equally believe that Congress will suddenly take cognizance of what Nitish ji has said and will adjust their focus. It's good that people like Nitish ji is responding to the current situation, what has happened in MP or whatever has happened in our MP. What saying that how many seats you are going to give? If somebody asks that how many seats you are going to give in Uttar Pradesh to Anupriya Patel, O.P. Rajbhar and Sanjay Nishad, nobody is going to ask. Nobody is asking. Even at the national level, media channels is not asking that how many seats you are going to give in, how you will divide 80 seats. Nobody is asking. But it's our responsibility to clarify our stand. Our national president, Shri Akhilesh Yadav ji, has already explained that PDA is our strength and India is our alliance. We are intact. We fight together and we'll resolve what they'll fight for. Even if you exclude
Okay, so you're
BJP,
saying there is no fight. Mr. Malik, there is no fight. You know, this is just perhaps a distraction which is trying to be created. Is that something that you also feel? Perhaps not, because you have a smoke on your face.
Well, Vinny, apparently from day one that this so-called I.N.D.I.A alliance has been created, kahin ka eat, kahin ka roda, Bhanmati ne kumbha joda. This is what the factual position is. Now, today, SP has allocated 15 seats to the alliance and 65 to itself. That is the news that is there in Hindustan Times also. It is very well written. Now, the point is, who gave them the authority to do so? Nobody. But they did it. Has the coalition committee sat down to create that thing? No. But still they did. In Haryana, they have gone ahead and said, no. We are going to fight elections on our own. Congress has said, we are going to fight elections on our own. We do not need anybody else. Whether it is Aam Aadmi Party or Indian National Lok Dal, which is trying to, hover around with a begging ball. The same way, DMK is not listening to anybody of the I.N.D.I.A alliance to understand that what damages they are trying to do in the rest of the place. In the same manner, Lalu and Nitish are squabbling around within themselves and with the people also of the I.N.D.I.A alliance. Mamta Banerjee is showing her own tantrums. Arvind Kejriwal is in a different league altogether. He's a defiant guy who is going to defy everything except his mind. He wants to be another Lalu and he wants to have his wife instated as the Delhi Chief Minister before he goes and meets his dear friend Sisodia in the jail and the Satyendra Jain and other company. So probably next meeting of the Aam Aadmi Party or the Delhi government may happen in Tihar, because that is also managed by the Delhi government. Anyways, having said that, let's come to the basic core issue. That the core issue is that Congress has regional leaders in its kitty, because Congress is not a party which has leaders. It is a group of leaders which have formed a party. And in the same manner, those regional aspirations clash with the regional parties which are so-called alliance partners of this Ghamandiya Gathbandhan I.N.D.I.A alliance. They are, by the way, all of them, barring probably the communists, are remarkable examples of nepotism. The entire parties are created on the basic principle of nepotism, inclusive of Arvind Kejriwal. Anyhow, So these regional parties have regional aspirations. Congress has regional leaders which have aspirations which the central party cannot push aside, because the minute they push aside, these leaders will go away, and the cooperative, which is governed by the Sicilian mindset, will get defeated. So there's a lot of confusion in their Ghamandiya Gathbandhan. They made a Gathbandhan, so as to speak, but then that is something which is a good food for the pigs, and it's not a good food for human consumption. Why I say so is because generally, whenever you have these residual foods of 1 day, 2 days, 5 days, 10 days, they got together and thrown to the pigs. So that kind of factual positioning is there beneath. And last and not the least, let me tell you one thing very clearly. They can say whatever they want to accuse us, good enough. But at least give the nation an alternative plan. You say that the Prime Minister is wrong in saying that India would become a 5 trillion economy. We are working on that. But you must come up and say why it cannot happen. What are the drawbacks? What are the factual errors? You will never say that. Defense development. You will never say why we cannot do or why we could not do till so long. But you will contradict it. You will say that no. You will accuse this is not happening. The problem is that this Ghamandiya Gathbandhan, the India alliance, is not able to contradict. It is only able to accuse on manifestations of their own mind. They will never contradict on factual evidences. Now they say that no, nothing happens on to leaders of BJP. Sir, you in your government, 18 governments that you have elsewhere, you have the powers of setting up judicial commissions. You have the power of setting up search parties, SITs and others, which can order investigation into the so-called scams, which you call, and then they can really pass orders stating that the matter should be given to CBI or the matter should be investigated further. They have the judicial empowerment because they are quasi-judicial bodies. But you will never do that because you know that your basic premise of all acquisition is the desire to have desire to have power without having any factual evidences. So this is what the current situation is beneath, and please correct me wherever I'm wrong.
All right, Sumit Peer, let's weigh in what you think about this. It's pretty common, right? If you have an alliance, you're not expected to get along 100%. There will be some clashes, there will be some differences. Should they be misinterpreted by the central government or the BJP at large, and consider the India alliance as not formidable, because that would be underestimating your opponent, and that's not right.
Vinny, thank you very much for having me on your show. In fact, I would say Alliance is doing fantastically well. They are robust, they are doing great. But the problem is they're missing the objective. The problem is they're missing the need of getting together. The problem is they are missing the pulse of the people. The problem is they're missing all the plans and projections. It looks, for me, it looks like when Imran Khan used to say in Pakistan, "Aapne ghabrana nahi." I mean, that is exactly the connotation with the alliances today. You don't have an agenda, you don't have a body, you have not met, there is no seat-sharing arrangement, there is no agenda, there is no plan, there is nothing you have given to the people. Your only objective, if I can be point blank, was you wanted to get together so that you could present an alternate to the people. Look, there's an alternate to Prime Minister Modi, that is us. We have come together to stop Modi. That is the only agenda and alternate which you're presenting. Why we want to stop Modi? Because we don't want him to become the Prime Minister third time. That is why we want to stop the Modi ji. That's why you have to vote us. But there was no plan, there is no plan, there will be no plan, because it is the marriage of multiple oxymorons. You can have an engine with one torque, you cannot have an engine with 20 torques and expect the wheels to rotate. That is exactly how this engine is designed. This is a design which is designed to fail. So why did they get together? They got together because of one reason, because they thought if there is no alliance to Modi ji, he will cross 400 mark, maybe 420 mark, then he will have the right to amend the constitution. If he has the right to amend the constitution, he might amend the constitution in such a way that sabki dukaan band ho jayegi. To protect the dukaan and the family those family key feudums which they run. They wanted to get together and somehow let's stop this man. Second thing is, Vineet, when you look at the election, you have a lot of people who are on the fence, who are on the, this fence edges. Now, when they see on the other side, there is no alternative. So what do they say? They don't want to vote. They vote in giving to a Mr. Akhilesh Yadav or a DMK or a Nitish Babu or anybody. They will again vote for Modi ji. So to stop that mass migration of votes into BJP, to stop him going 400 and 420 mark, they got together. At the heart of the hearts, they all know they are not going to make it. At the heart of the heart, they know there is no arrangement. And when Nitish Kumar ji is saying, bhai, this is what the position is, Congress is not interested in anything. Are Nitish Kumar ji, Congress will be only interested when you declare Rahul Gandhi ji as the Prime Minister candidate. I have been saying this from the day one. If you don't declare him the Prime Minister candidate, do not expect anything from Congress and Congress Darbaris. They have loyalty to one person. It's a family-driven party. The loyalty is to Gandhi, it's not to the party, for the God's sake. Their party does not matter. It is Gandhi. Gandhi kahan? That is where it matters. So Nitish Kumar ji is not understanding it. Nitish Kumar ji thought it is his last stint. What, can he become the Prime Minister? Well, Nitish ji, unfortunately, it is not happening. Now look at Umar Abdullah. वो कहता है कि हालत पतली है. हालत पतली है. That is, I'm quoting him, quote unquote. हालत पतली है. That means, and when the reporter asked him, a fellow journalist, what are your suggestions? बोला आपको क्यों दूंगा, उनको दूंगा. So that means there are problems as a suggestion. But when the people of India are looking at what has moved by this alliance on the ground, what has this alliance delivered? We need tomorrow 5 of us can get together and we can say we are the alternate alliance to Prime Minister Modi. So practically, technically, we can become a party, all 5 of us. But are we alternate to Prime Minister Modi? No, we are not. What is our agenda? How are we going to get the votes? What are we going to talk to the people? Have these people even met once? Have they given a common minimum program? What Ramanji was rightly saying, what is your plan for a 10 trillion economy, 15 trillion economy? What is your plan on India-China relations? How do you see Indian economy going on? What is your plan on manufacturing, automobile, railways, semiconductor? So many things which the Prime Minister Modi is doing. What is your even plan or vision on that? You are not willing to comment on that. Now when Nitish Kumar ji is spilling the beans, now these people are unhappy. Is Mr. Rahul Gandhi interested in the alliance? No. Last time he did a 5-minute press conference. 5-minute press conference. What was that idea? That idea was to say, look, I am the person who is calling the shots. Who authorized Rahul Gandhi ji to do the press conference? Logically, it has to be Kharge ji or some other leaders. What is the position of Rahul Gandhi ji in the alliance? Is he the president of the alliance? How is he giving a press conference or a press briefing on the behalf of the alliance? Because he wants to say, look guys, I am the king here. Now, unless and until this alliance nominates Rahul Gandhi ji as a Prime Minister candidate, Congress will not show interest. But if he is nominated as a Prime Minister candidate, then where will Nitish ji go? Where will Hamare Tejasvi Bhaiya go? Akhilesh Bhaiya, Mr. Stalin, Mr. Nitish Babu. There are so many Prime Ministers in making. Sorry, I forgot to mention the most important name, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal ji. So where will all these go? There are around 12 Prime Ministers in waiting. So if you nominate Rahul Gandhi ji, he's interested. If you don't nominate him, they are not interested. Now what are you crying about? You should still call it a day. You should say this alliance is not working, because still you will have some political fortunes left. If you tag on to this alliance, we need to forget the national elections. I can bet you even the state elections will be impacted, because now people are getting this notion. भाई सब मिलके भी मोदी को नहीं हरा पा रहे, एक मोदी सब पे भारी. That is what the Prime Minister told in the Parliament. ना एक मोदी सब पे भारी. Now, unfortunately, what the Prime Minister is saying, or fortunately, what the Prime Minister is saying, that is all coming true. You are telling a people of India, look, we all put together are still not an alternate to one person. We all parties have got together, still we cannot defeat one person. We all have got our resources together, still we cannot counter one person and one party. So if that is the thing, what is your relevance in the politics? That's a bigger question I'm answering. अगर आप मिलके भी नहीं कुछ कर पा रहे हो, तो भाई अकेले क्या करोगे? So the people of India are watching this, because the way this drama is unfolding, they are losing each and every hope. I'm telling you, even their loyal voters will now jump sides.
All right. Okay, well, let's hear a response from Subhashini Yadav on this as well. Subhashini ji, you want to respond to what Mr. Malik and Sumit Peer have said collectively? If this is such a big concern, if this is such a high priority agenda for the India alliance, then why is the Congress party not taking charge of certain things?
See, as I've mentioned when I started this debate, that our party is focused on the upcoming elections. Each and every election is important, Vineetji. Over here, I would like to mention one thing. When the India Alliance was formed and we were coordinating for the upcoming general elections in 2024, we did not have any plans of state-specific elections. This is the duty of the coordination committee to decide whether there is going to be any alliance on state basis or not. Yet there has not been any conclusive decision made on this issue. And that's why we have not been taking forward the state-based elections, firstly. Secondly, over here, Malik Saab mentioned about nepotism. I would like to ask a question. You always raise this question on the India Alliance regarding nepotism. Will the BJP party answer who is Anurag Thakur? Who is Sanjay Jaiswal? Who is Akash Vijayvargiya? Who is Dushyant Singh? Who are all these people who are the product of nepotism in BJP party? Who are the flag bearers of nepotism? Why are they not questioned? Who are these people? You always target one family who has sacrificed everything for this nation. Rahul Gandhi ji has no aspirations to become Prime Minister. No, listen to me.
Who has sacrificed, ma'am?
Let her speak. Let her speak. Mr. Malik. No, wait, Mr. Malik. No, I'm not gonna allow you to do that. Let her finish, please. Nobody interrupted you, Mr. Malik. Please extend that same courtesy. Please extend that same courtesy.
Has triggered you to answer who are these particular people? Why this question has triggered you?
I will surely answer you, ma'am.
I would like to mention here the agenda of India Alliance is clear. We are going to defeat the BJP government, the Modi government in 2024. That is our agenda. The state-specific things were not clarified in the previous meetings which were conducted in Mumbai and several places. The upcoming elections, the agenda is of 24, and we are going to defeat BJP government. And India is fearless, India is bold, India is honest, India is follower of peace, India will follow secularism, India is constitutional, India is diverse. We don't talk about one individual, we talk about each and every person of this country. India is diversified. And over here, we look at...
Okay, we've run out of time. Mr. Malik has to respond. Mr. Malik has to respond. We have run out of time. Mr. Malik, quickly. I also have to take a response from Sumit Peer.
Okay,
quickly, sir.
So let's
and of course, Mr. Tariq Khan.
Understand this basic thing that they have to come clear whether this alliance is for 24 elections or whether this alliance is an alliance of all political parties.
This alliance is nationwide alliance and
the thing. So they have to come clear on that. That is number one. Number two, we need what they must also come clean on is who's going to decide. When are you guys going to decide? That is for you to come out. That is not for BJP to do. That they decide for you whether you are going to be in the Vidhan Sabha elections, you are going to be there together or not. You cannot. Now please, if you feel offended when the others answer, then you have a problem. Now, as per the nepotism is concerned, all these people are not ministers. Even like Priyank Khadge is a minister because his father is the president. Otherwise, he's not worth it. Now, you tell me a person who has been equal in number of time as an MP and is better than Rahul Gandhi is Anurag Thakur, and he's brought up in his own manner. He's fought elections. He's come forward. And what is Rahul Gandhi? He does not even know how to write a statement. And this is what the factual position is.
Mr. Malik, 1 second. Mr. Malik, 1 second. Mr. Tariq Khan, quickly, 10 seconds. Sumit P, 10 seconds. We have completely run out of time.
Listen, what we get the misdefinition of nepotism means from where you derive this definition that it's important that somebody
Netaji ka beta
Mr. Malik, let him finish. Let him finish. He's been quiet. Mr. Malik, Mr. Raman Malik, please. Mr. Malik, don't hijack the debate.
Not let us speak.
Mr. Malik, you're hijacking this debate. This is not how civilized debates are conducted. Please let these people finish their point. They allowed you. Go ahead, Mr. Khan.
I
am just extending the courtesy back to her.
I could derive something over here.
Mr. Malik, even if I want, I can extend some courtesies as well. That would mean putting you on mute. Mr. Khan, go ahead.
Do that if you want.
Mr. Khan, go ahead.
By just going off and letting you know.
Mr. Khan, go ahead.
Okay. What I said, what they want to say that Rajnath Singh don't have any blood relation with Pankaj. We could say that, or we shall say that. Why? Because
is he a minister, sir? Is he a minister, sir? He's an MLA who has fought so many elections.
Can you please mute him? PCR, can you please mute Mr. Malik?
Don't give examples which you cannot justify.
Please mute him.
What is this?
Don't,
Mr. Khan,
don't give
Malik,
examples
listen
you
to
can't
me.
justify with.
please mute him.
You
Mr.
you have to be patient, but doesn't mean that you indulge in all these things. Listen to me first, then respond. That means that you have said that you have won the election. So I asked the question. Akhilesh Yadav is also elected. Rahul Gandhi is also elected. People are over this.
For what reasons? Because they are the children. They got the ticket because they're children.
All right, Mr.
of
Malik, no, I'm not going to
Silver
allow
Spoon.
you to speak now. I'm not going to allow you to speak. Sumit,
This is not fair.
Sumit, 10 seconds. Sumit, 10 seconds. Mr. Malik, very disappointed in you. Sumit,
I am not.
I am
able
not
to-
here for you, Vineet. I'm here for keeping the right
but
points.
this is my show. This is my show, and there are some rules that you
You
have to
are-
follow, Mr. Malik. You cannot talk over people all the time. This is a civilized debate. This is not a sabzi mandi, sir. Anyway, Sumit, finish your point.
My
You
point is
think
very
you
simple.
would sing a Sabzi Mandi or whatever.
The day Mr. Rahul Gandhi was born, look, he was destined to become the topmost leader of Congress. He was destined to become the prime ministerial candidate of Congress. He is the leader who has lost most of the elections as per Guinness Book of World Records. Is he expelled out of the party? He has lost state after state. From 400, he has brought his party to 50 seats. What has happened to Mr. Gandhi? Nothing. And who is the prime ministerial candidate of Congress? It's still Rahul Gandhi. I have told numerous times, can Ms. Yadav or anybody say, or Mr. Kharge said that Rahul Gandhi is not the prime ministerial candidate for 2024. बस एक statement दे दीजिए, I will shave my head. Let any of the tall
India
leaders.
Alliance has not projected anybody as the prime
No, you
minister
tell
candidate
me, ma'am.
yet. It is yet to be decided.
Okay, all right. We've run out of time.
India-
Unfortunately, we've run out of time. It's not the kind of debate that I endorse or promote, but definitely people talking over each other doesn't really get us to the conclusion of any debate.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.